So we were talking about the effective classroom management. That is maybe one of the most important things to remember. The way you enter the class, the positive approach, and the look on your face is very important. Keep smiling. Try to be keep smiling at your students because they want to see a positive teacher, which can and it will create a great impact on your students as well. Make them comfortable, and you have to be comfortable at ease yourself as well. If you have the subject matter expertise, I'm telling this again and again, if you are confident about your subject, definitely it will have a very positive impact. And how to develop all these professional development courses they are dependent upon how good you are in your own subject. And with time, you can improve your efficiency in that subject also. All the teachers, when they start their careers, they may not be perfect. And even I would say that with time, you are going to gain more exposure, more knowledge, subject knowledge as well. So you know how to teach the same topic by different ways and means. It will take some time, but the improvement process should be there. Maybe it is a little bit slow, but it should be there. Another thing very important, where most of the time as teachers, we see that we may not have the things, resources with us. You have to ask a few things. For example, if you are using a whiteboard, you have to ask yourself, are my all my markers are being filled before going to the class? Do I have a duster where I can erase? Because many of the times you are looking for the duster that if you have written something on a blackboard or on a whiteboard, you are looking for a duster that where is it? It will waste time. It will create panic also in the class. I would suggest, this is my own personal experience. If you are sitting in the class and teaching, it will not create a very positive impact. If you make rounds in a class, like for example, if you are giving a lecture, maybe in maths also, if you are writing something, write a few things, move around. If you are mobile in a class, then the students will be more active, and you will make sure that they are copying your notes, they are they are involved in whatever you are teaching. Give examples, real life examples. Make your class interesting. And you can give the real life examples as well from Nigeria, maybe from Pakistan, from the US, so that the people, your students can connect themselves with the real world as well. Okay. Preparation and organization is important, especially for the new teachers. You should be aware of the fact that what time is available to deliver the lecture. Don't end up your lecture in a haste. If you think that your topic is not going to be completing in that time period, just 3 minutes or 2 minutes before ending the class, tell your students we will continue tomorrow or we will continue in the next session, so that they are also understanding that this topic is not complete. We'll continue it. Always start your lectures with a question. All these are my own experiences. Ask motivational questions. Ask them about the topic. Even if they don't know, they will come up with some sort of an answer. And that is the start of your exciting class. Okay. Uh, Organization and preparation means that you know that how much time one lecture will take. All your resources are organized, all your notes and lectures are organized with you. Keep piling up your notes, keep making notes, and you can also convert them in some sort of a book shape. At the end of the year, it will be a great asset for you. Next year, you are also going to use the same booklet for the students. And flexible. For example, Sometimes what happened that there is a great weather around. I mean, you see that there is cloudy weather, and the students are restless in the class. They're saying that, sir, or ma'am, the weather is so beautiful outside the class. Why we are taking the class inside the class? If your school permits, take them out for some time, and you can arrange a blackboard or a whiteboard outside the class, outdoors. Take the class outdoors. Nigeria is a very beautiful place, I know. In Karachi, we don't have trees and all that. So whenever I see the pictures from Nigeria and Africa, Africa is one of the most beautiful places in the world. You know, take your kids to the nature. That is basically something which is going to create a very positive classroom environment. Okay. And passion for learning. Teachers will always learn. Look, I am here not only to give you what I know, but I also learn from you. You people and my students give me a lot of energy. So there should be a passion of learning. If you don't have a less passion for learning, you are in a wrong profession, basically. Yeah, if you love your job, the job will give you a lot of things. This profession is very giving, believe me. Nowadays, we have to be technologically sound and proficient and efficient as well. You are on Zoom right now. So basically, we are using technology, right? Talking to each other and learning from each other. So this is basically a blessing from the. So learn different techniques to use artificial intelligence, for example. Okay. And another thing is that there will be generate some sort of a data. For example, if you are teaching economics, let's say, there is a very special website which I'm going to tell you. That is known as uh, World CIA data. World CIA data, and it has all the economies of the world, including all the information given over there. Use it for your students. They can use it. So there are different websites, different sites where you can collect data, use that data, and use it in your classrooms. That is data-driven instruction. And involve your students in group work, group activities, interactive learning, active-based learning. If I get the chance with Mr. Kadri, we can arrange more workshops on interactive and active learning techniques and all that. We can always learn from each other. Okay. And this is basically something which all the teachers are looking for better professional development. And at the end of the day, we all want to be called as professionals. Uh, we want to see more growth in our careers. Definitely, that will come with better salaries, promotions, and stuff like that. These are the countries which you are looking at the slides, which are considered to be the most professionally sound countries in teaching. South Korea, Switzerland, Canada, Mexico, Austria, Finland, and there are number of countries where there is a lot of respect and lot of status, high status is given to the teachers. I have read somewhere that Germany is one of the countries who give outstanding benefits to the teachers, highest salary paid. And there are some countries where when the teacher is in the courtroom because of any reason, including the judge, everyone stand up and give respect to the teacher. This is a teacher's status. And of course, we want to see that also in our society and in our country. So, this is basically my presentation on today's session. And if you have any questions, please do ask me. Mr. Kazi, you are muted. If you, yeah.
Sorry about that, actually. I thought the mic was basically on, but it's fine. You
Yeah.
have had a very, very wonderful presentation, and I will tell you for free. This I had to tell them before now that the training session having from Adnan JAMIL basically will cost nothing less than in 800 US dollars if you have to actually get to pay for it externally without coming via the route of Sweet Tutor. Now, so I give a quick um, add up to what he has basically said. Now, the thing is this, there's something in Nigeria that most teachers don't really seem to understand. Now, let me share you an experience. I can remember some years back when I actually had to visit a school. They said they actually needed a teacher. I had to go there. I basically take the sciences. Before now, I do sciences. I actually take the math, physics, chemistry. I do basic sciences. You get, but specialties are actually the further maths, the mathematics, physics, and chemistry. You understand? So I can remember some years back, I actually had to visit the school. They needed a teacher, so I had to make myself available, and that was it. Before now, so the idea was this: the woman was actually asking me a question, like the proprietress of the school, like she's the main recruiter anyway. She has a board and all that, but she had to actually call in. Then I made myself available. So she asked me a question. She asked, like, how good I am, or how good was I? Then I told her something, and till now I will still say it. I said I'm the best you can see. She was like, why would I ever say I'm the best? I said I am by far the best. The reason why I said I am by far the best was because I felt I've developed my skill to a point that it would be very hard for me to see somebody tell me I don't know what I'm saying, because it doesn't come cheap. I'm talking about 17 years. You understand? I could imagine how many exams I even had to write before I got to this point. How many? Because now, when it even comes to my proficiencies, there are certain things when I see, I can automatically predict what is the next move. When I spot out the question, I can tell if the question is properly structured or not properly structured. It's not because of um, how much I've done, but is about how much I have developed myself over the years. And when you are a teacher, you need to understand that you are not, because sometimes people send me messages and even the HR at Swiss School, like, oh, fine, they want teaching offers. But the question is this: giving you teaching offers is not really what we're talking about here, because we have a brand and we have to uphold that brand image. We can't afford to just send in somebody that does not even understand the professionalism about the job. It's a whole lot being a teacher. It's a whole lot being a teacher. So if a lawyer can probably introduces yourself as being a barrister, whatever, a medical doctor, then the fact is you as a teacher, you are even the first point of contact to learning anything. No matter if you are going to be a doctor, you're going to be an engineer, you're going to be a lawyer, the first point of contact from your preschool to when you eventually graduate university, you get teachers teaching you all through. So it will be very disheartening if you are a teacher and you cannot even introduce yourself proudly that you are a teacher. It's
That's
an
great.
insult.
Yes.
It's an insult. If you can, I introduce myself as a teacher, and I am proud introducing myself as a teacher. So it will be very hard for anyone to look down at my proficiency or what I have to offer.
That's great. That's great.
Who are the schools? Please, I would need the mic to be out. I have to eject it. Mr. Clement, please, I would like to. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So the teaching job or the teaching profession is beyond what we just feel teachers are not well remunerated and all that. Now, the idea is being remunerated or not being remunerated. The truth of the matter is that people can only value you when they see a need for you. Teachers are underpaid because they just see you as every other person. They feel your position is what any other person could do. But when you display proficiencies that they
That's true.
cannot just do away with, then they have no choice. It's you choking them. I've had situations where I
Yes.
had to choke my employee. I had to choke my employee that, hey, I'm not comparing myself with anybody. You have in front of you one of the best, if not the best. So I'm not begging for it. This is the way it is. And you know, you have people sometimes want to downplay you, but You don't downplay yourself. So teaching is a very, very wonderful profession that you would get to really enjoy. I will tell you for free. I've met very wonderful people. I'm still meeting wonderful people. And I would always introduce myself as a teacher. So if I introduce myself as a teacher and you seem to smile or you think otherwise, then I'll be asking you questions
That's
like,
true.
you get. So you have to be proud as being a teacher. And one more thing I have to add up is flexibility. I teach sciences like I say. There are sometimes I actually choose to take in certain courses, training sessions with tutors and all that. I even regular learners and the likes of that. I try to even speak in their native language. China, they don't teach chemistry with English. They don't teach physics with English. They don't teach commerce with English. They teach it with their local language. These kids understand better when you can communicate with them, like you can communicate with them. In as
Yes.
much you speak English, you also need to kind of have a mix of your local language,
Yes.
what they really understand. Because come to think of it, you will be amazed these students even know better than you.
Yeah.
I've had cases where I had students in classes looking at the question, they can think fast sometimes because not like you as a teacher, you don't know what you're doing, but you have too many things distracting you. You might have too many things distracting you at certain times. So your efficiency might not be top notch all the time. But you might seem to have very super smart students in class at times that you just have to give room. So they really help you. They help you to teach. And they even help you to be a better person. Because when you get into class, you know you have certain amount, certain smart students in class. You as a teacher, you seem to respect yourself and you seem to work better. You understand? So there's a whole lot when it comes to teaching. There's a whole lot to learn. So we learn from ourselves every day. So I
Exactly.
thought it nice to actually add up very few points to what Mr. Adnan Jamil has said, and I think that's just it. So thank you very much. You can continue, sir.
Yes, that's it. I think I just want to end this session and looking forward for more sessions. And the people who are here, uh, if they even get one or two things from the presentation and from our experience today, that will be good enough. And thank you, all of you, for joining the session. I need to leave now because I have my classes. So hopefully we are going to meet again.
Okay, so thank you very much, sir. I really
Thank you.
appreciate taking your time. I understand you have a lot of students waiting. So thank you. You can end the session there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's nice having you, sir.
Thank you
Do have
very
a nice
much. Also,
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
appreciate, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Long live
thank
Nigeria.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
long live my people.
Yes, lovely.